Hi guys. So today we are going to solve this problem, find the town judge. In this problem we are given n people, and so there is a rumor that one of the person here is secretly a town judge, and so basically we have to find who that person is, and if he exists there, there are two conditions. The first condition is everyone will trust him, and the second condition is will not trust anyone if he exists. The input will be given to us in this way. We will be given an array trust where AI and BI will be given. That will tell us that AI person trusts BI person. And one thing to note here is if the just doesn't exist, then we have to return -1. So let's see the first example. In first example, it tells us that there are two people in that town, and the first person trusts second person, and there is no input given for the second person. So that way we can just assume that the second person doesn't trust anyone. And so we know, okay, so second person is the judge. And for second problem, let's go to auto draw here. So this is given to us. We are given that n equals to 3, and this array is given to us, which tell us that first person trusts third person, and second also trusts third person. So to solve this, we can just create an array. And since there are three people, we just make it the size will be 3. And see here. So first person will trust third person. So that means third person is being trusted by one person now. So okay, we say 1, we just add 1 here. And that just tells us that the chances of third person being the judge is more. And also the first person is trusting someone, and we know that the condition says the judge doesn't trust anyone. That means 1 is not a judge by any means, so we will just negate 1 from here, so it tells us -1. Now we come here, we say okay, so second person also trusts the third person, so that means we will just increase here because the chances of third person being the judge again increased and second person decreased. So in the end, we can see that for the third person, there is no input given. And so we will just assume that the third person doesn't trust anyone. And now you can see there were three people, and two of the person living in the town have agreed that they trust this person. And so we can say, okay, this should be this should be the judge. And so what was the index of this person? This was 0, 1, and 2. So it should be 2 plus 1, that is 3. Because remember, we are given number from 1 to n, not from 0 to n minus 1. And in programming language, it generally starts from 0. So it will be 3. Okay. So now let's come to the third example, which is given here. This one. In this case, we have 3, right? And again, there are 3 people in the town. And we can say the first person trusts third person. So, okay, third person 1, and first person -1. Second person also trusts third person. So, okay, it should be 2, and second should be -1. Now, the third person, it says that third person is trusting first person. So, it should be 1 now, and first person can be 0. Now see here, uh, when we will traverse from in this array, we can see, okay, so total number of people were 3, and among those 3 people, at least 2 should be trusting someone. So he is not trusted by 2 people. He is also not trusted by 2 people, and he is also not trusted by 2 people. So we don't have any judge here. So we'll return -1. So in this way, we can solve this problem. Let's now go ahead to the code of this problem. So here's the code for the problem. we are given this function judge, find judge, and for that, as we have discussed, I have created this DP array of size n, and I'm traversing in this trust array. In this, just look at the first index of that. In this example, we can see it is 2. So we'll go to the second index, and we will just negate 1. Why? Because it is starting from 0. The index start from 0. So we'll go in that index and we will add 1 there, because this guy is being trusted by someone, and this guy, because he is trusting someone, so chances of he being a judge is not is less, not less actually, it is completely 0. So we will just negate 1 there, and so when we will be done doing this. After that, we will traverse again on this DP array, and then we will check if any of the person who we have entered here in this array is being trusted by n minus 1 people. So if the value of that person is n minus 1, that means he is being trusted by n minus 1 people. So we will just return n I plus 1, and otherwise if this doesn't exist, then in the end we will just return minus 1. So in this way you can solve this problem. Now let's calculate the time complexity for this problem. So here we are traversing the length of the trust time. So what it will be, it is 10 power 4. So let's just say it is m times. So m, and here also we are traversing n times. So it will be n plus m. And you can see, since this value 10 power 4 is more than this one, so we can just say that it will be m. So the time complexity for this will be m. And what will be the space complexity? The space complexity will be n. Why? Because we are using a DP array here, and the size of it will be n.